Oh, there he is. Got it. Oh, crap. There's a good crappie. Good crappie. Howdy do, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I just want to say thank y'all from the last video, all the awesome comments, and just loving that video, because man, it felt good to catch that big old mondo. And today we were heading out to another lake that is known for giant bass, and it is literally what started up my life as a fishing freak, the world famous Lake Fork. But before we get out on the water, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Techron Marine Fuel Treatment. First of all, let me say, if you guys are not using a fuel system treatment in your marine engines, you better. If you're fishing constantly every day, running your motor, that's actually a good thing for it. It's kind of like your car. But if you're like most people, and even like me, where you're letting your boat sit for a week at a time or a couple weeks at a time, that's kind of a rare stretch for me. But even then, I like to have some sort of treatment in my fuel to make sure that the engine's not getting gummed up. Techron is great. They put a ton of research behind their product. Chevron, of course, making some of the best fuels on the planet, and they treat all different types of fuel systems. But for this marine treatment system, particularly focuses on rust prevention and cleaning your engine components while you're running this stuff. So especially if you have an older motor, it's going to help clean that engine up and get better performance as you use it. Best thing to do for your motor, get you some Techron and use it at every fill up. This stuff is 10 ounces right here, treats up to 100 gallons. So that's going to last you quite a long time, especially if you're running a smaller motor. As you guys know, I like to go out on the deep dangles sometimes. Like this time, I'm out in East Texas. Sometimes there's not a whole lot of gas stations around. And a little tip for you, try to fill up at the places that frequently are going through gas, where there's a lot of activity, because you get out to some of them places and there's like one car there a week, that fuel is going to be a little stale. That's when you especially need something like Techron in your fuel system. And if you're taking a long pause from the dangle, Techron's got you covered. Stabilizes your fuel up to 2 years. Now, thankfully, I live in the great state of Texas and I never have to winterize my boat. But if any of y'all are north of the wall, you need to stabilize your boat for the winter, Techron's got you covered. There'll be links down in the description where you can check out Techron Marine, but you can pick it up basically at any West Marine store nationwide, Walmart.com, or you can go to TechronClean.com and they'll show you exactly the benefits and the features of Techron at a detailed level. So thank you, Techron, for sponsoring today's video and keeping my engine clean. Now, let's get out to the world famous waters of Lake Fork and experience some outdoor greatness, y'all.